Hi, everyone. We are going to read a story that is very similar to the book The Three Little Pigs, which I had just read. So if you didn't listen to the story The Three Little Pigs, I would go back and listen to that first, because we're going to do some comparing of the two books while we read this one. We're going to look to see what's the same, and we're going to also look to see what's different. This book is called The Three Little Rigs. Do you see them down there? 1, 2, 3. Rigs are a kind of construction vehicle, and the word rig rhymes with the word pig. Let's see what is the same in this book, and let's see what's different. The Three Little Rigs. There once were 3 little rigs who lived with their mama rig. She told them that the time had come for them to go out in the world and build their own garages. Oh, I remember in the 3 Little Pigs, there's a mama pig. In this one, there's a mama rig. And they both told them to go out into the world and build their own homes. Although in this one, it's garages. And the 3 Little Pigs, it was a house. So some things are the same, and some things are different. I wonder what they'll use to make the garages. If it will be the same as the 3 Little Pigs, or it will be different. The first little rig went to the sawmill. He asked the loader for enough wood to build a sturdy garage. Make sure to use lots of nails, the loader said. The first little rig used his crane to place the wood planks. With the help of an air compressor and nail gun, he made 4 walls, a roof, and a door. Who's this? In the 3 Little Pigs, there's a big bad wolf. In this one, there's someone different. But the big bad wrecking ball knocked on the door and said, "Little rig, let me come in." To which the little rig replied, "Not by the chrome on my chinny chin chin." Chrome is like that silver part right there. That's on cars. This made the wrecking ball mad, so he said, "Then I will crash and I'll bash and I'll smash your house in." "You just try," said the little rig. Uh-oh. So the wrecking ball crashed and he bashed and he smashed the garage to pieces. That little rig looked so scared as he drove away, and the big bad wrecking ball is laughing. That is very unkind. The second little rig went to the stone cutting factory. He asked the conveyor for enough blocks to build a sturdy garage. Both books have the word sturdy in them to talk about their homes or garages. Remember, sturdy means it will hold really strong. It won't fall down easily. "Make sure to use enough mortar," the conveyor said. So these blocks are a lot like bricks. That's kind of the same. The second little rig used his crane to place the stone blocks in place. A cement mixer helped him mix the mortar. He made 4 walls, a roof, and a door. Oh, and in this book, the rigs have helpers when they're building their house. That's different. In the 3 Little Pigs, the pigs did it all by themselves. It might be nice to have help if you're building a house. Uh-oh. But the big bad wrecking ball knocked on the door and said, "Little rig, let me come in." To which the little rig replied, "Not by the chrome on my chinny chin chin." This made the wrecking ball mad, so he said, "Then I'll crash and I'll bash and I'll smash your house in." "You just try," said the little rig. Oh, no. So the wrecking ball crashed and he bashed and he smashed the garage to pieces. That little wrecking ball is so mean. Or the big bad wrecking ball, he's big. And the little rig is so sad. What are we going to do? I wonder what the third rig is going to do. If he's going to have a sturdier home or sturdier garage. The third little rig went to the steel mill. He asked the pulley for enough beams to build a sturdy garage. Ah, sturdy again. Make good welds, said the pulley. Welds are going to hold those steel beams together really tight. The third little rig used his crane to place the steel beams, and a welder helped him. Oh, good. See that fire coming off? He's welding the steel beams together. They're going to stick together and hold really, really firm. Real sturdy. Guys. Here's that big bad wrecking ball again. But the big bad wrecking ball knocked on the door and said, little rig, let me come in. To which the little rig replied, not by the chrome on my chinny chin chin. This made the wrecking ball mad. So he said, then I will crash, and I'll bash, and I'll smash your house in. You just try, said the little rig. So the wrecking ball crashed, and he bashed. And he crashed, and he bashed. But he couldn't smash the garage to pieces. He looks frustrated. I'll be back, said the big bad wrecking ball. Oh, and the three little pigs, the wolf didn't leave and come back. He went down the chimney. And the brothers were there. And in this book, the brothers aren't there yet. That's different. Let's see what happens next. Here come the brothers. There's the other two rigs. Then the third little rig heard honking of his brothers outside his door. He was very glad to see them. Together, they would come up with a plan. What is their plan going to be? What would you do for a plan? How would you get rid of the big bad wrecking ball? Let's find out what their plan is. Later that night, the big bad wrecking ball returned. Look, there's more of them. Wow. He returned with the mean magnet and the cruel cutter. Little rig, let us come in, they said, to which the three little rigs replied, not by the chrome on our chinny chin chins. Then we'll crash and we'll bash and we'll smash your house in. Wait, shouted the third little rig as his brother snuck out the back door. His brothers left. They went outside. And look who they found. Save us! They cried to the cranes. Oh, those are tall cranes. I wonder how they'll help them. That's different. In the three little pigs, no one came to help them. But in the three little rigs, there's other people or other machines that can help them. The cranes can help them. The wrecking ball began to swing, and the magnet began to pull, and the cutter began to cut at the third little rig's garage. Suddenly, the cranes lifted the dangerous three high into the air. So the cranes picked them up and lifted them up, so they couldn't hurt the garage anymore. Then the three little rigs and the cranes drove to the steel mill together. That's where the third little rig got his steel for his garage, from the steel mill. What are they going to do in the steel mill? What's there? There, the big bad wrecking ball, the mean magnet, and the cruel cutter were thrown into the melting pot. That's kind of similar to the big bad wolf going into the pot of boiling hot turnips. That's kind of the same. And the three little rigs all lived happily ever after. The end. There's a lot of things in this book that are very similar to the book The Three Little Pigs. Some things are different, and some things are the same. Thanks for listening. Bye.